Hi, hello. My name is P.L. Moore, and this is my channel, Targeted Chaos, Busy Mind Productions. Be encouraged. Before we get started, if you will, I need you guys to go ahead and I'm trying to grow my channel, right? My page. Would you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, if you will. Now, today we're going to just talk about the unfortunate event that took place on the bus with a young woman from Ukraine immigrated here. She got on the bus after work. She's sitting down on the bus. She's minding her own business. Headsets on. Person behind her, a homeless person behind her. He gets up and he did what we all saw him do on that video, right? And just didn't know her, from what we understand. Just did what he did. He took her out. Now, the reason I'm making this video because I have ridden the bus for years in the past, and I hated every moment of it. The reason that I hated it is because the biggest problem with the bus is that anyone can get on there, right? And you're gonna have just people trying to get to work. Maybe people don't have cars. Maybe people where it's more convenient to hop on the bus and go, which was my situation most of the time. But the problem, then you're gonna have the other people who are homeless or people who are otherwise pretty close to homeless. Otherwise, they'd be sitting chilling at home, sitting on the bus, and they're doing what they're trying to kill time and stuff like that. They're trying, if it's early hours, they're trying to sleep. If it's late hours, they're trying to stay out of the cold and stay warm. Most of the homeless people, they're minding the business because they don't want to get thrown off or trespass. So they're going to chill. They're not going to mess with you. But you do have those that do have mental issues. And this was the case, unfortunate case here. Now, my issue here is that this young woman walked on, headsets on, completely oblivious to her situation, and sat down. Now, you should be able to do that, right? You should be able to do that, but you can't, because as soon as you get onto a public transportation situation, you are in the Thunderdome, basically. Head needs to be on swivel. If you don't have headsets on, keep one out so you can listen. And certain rules you need to follow. The biggest one is that when you get on that bus, the safest seat on the bus is going to be behind the bus driver to the right. Those first seats. Usually those are reserved for elderly people and handicapped people. But that's, if no one's sitting there, that's the safest. That's where you want to sit, because the driver turns his head to turn the bus, he can see you. And you know what else can see you? Those live cameras, right? They're watching the bus driver. That's all. Like if somebody attacks the bus driver, how they have that video footage all of a sudden, that's because there's a live camera and there's people sitting back at the office there at the bus station monitoring those videos, So that's where you want to sit, because you'll be in shot of that video right there. If that seat is not available, you want to stand up and hold the rail in that area if possible, right? If that seat is not available, it's a packed bus or whatever, or the seats are kind of full in the front, especially after now, everybody's going to sit. Anyhow, you want to scan the room. Most people on the bus, they just want to get to where they're going and get off the bus. They'll look at you, they'll look away, right? Or they might watch you to see if you're crazy, right? If you clear code, they clear you, okay, you're not crazy, then most of them go back to the business, right? Looking out the window. But there are going to be some people, when you get on, they're going to be like, sizing you up. Could be for various different reasons. If there's somebody who's sizing you up and they do one of these, okay, you don't want to sit there near them. If you see homeless people, most are going to be okay. There might be a smell going on, so decide, because I'm sorry, there's smell transference that can go on. Smell can hop from one person to another. You could be completely clean and you sit next to somebody who's oblivious to their smell, haven't bathed in maybe a week or a month or something, that's going to hop onto you. So that's a consideration as well. But what you definitely don't want to do is, if you see homeless or housed person and they're back there and they're manifesting. In my opinion, I think a lot of mental health issues, that's demonic possession. But some of it it's not. But anyhow, they're back there manifesting, or they're having a mental episode, and you can see it coming through the cords. Don't ever overwrite something. If your instincts are telling you, maybe not, don't think, oh, they're going to think I'm bad, or they're going to think I'm moving and don't want to sit next to them. You have a right to not sit next to someone, and your safety is job number one. So those two biggest rules are going to keep you safe. Public transportation. I have a really strong feeling that they're going to kick up security on somehow public transportation, because it looks like it's needed Remember out here in New York where I stay, but this was actually in the city, in New York City. There was a woman, middle-aged woman. She was homeless too, fell asleep on the bus, and she happened to fall asleep in a place where another homeless guy, I think he was illegal too, from Honduras, I believe. But correct me if I'm wrong. But he felt like that was his space because that's where he frequented. He considered that space where she sat down to go to sleep. He considered that his space. He doused her with, a heron, whatever, and set her on fire. It was in the news. You know what story I'm talking about. That just goes to show you that it's not safe. You are clearly in danger when you get on a bus or train, subway, and we're gonna need you to behave accordingly, right? Let's stay safe out there, guys. Love you all. Peace and blessings. Have a good one. Bye bye.